evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Having fun? Absolutely full house. It's wonderful, wonderful. It's the amazing work done by the ladies sitting in the front row. They are the London Business School Women in Business Club. Also K&L Gates, wonderful company, very supportive to the community, to the business school community, to the legal environment, and also to the women's groups. So, Bill, thank you very much indeed.
I prefer it to be more a science of negotiation rather than an art, because there are measurable and observable traits and characteristics and practices that one can engage in to be a better negotiator. Start early. Let's teach our kids how to negotiate. There's so many examples and opportunities, and that sometimes you might have IQ, intelligence, but without emotional intelligence, negotiations doesn't work.
The learning is you really do need to know what your subject matter is, the facts, your knowledge. There's no excuse not to be prepared. The challenge we have and everyone has now is just the volume of data. So I think actually what we're using analytics for is to really sift through the high amount of information, data we've got, and get it down to a level of information. Do you write an algorithm for negotiation? Probably. Wouldn't life be boring, right?
You need to know, first of all, what you want, but you also need to know where you're willing to go. They stayed focused on what it was they wanted and their end goals. And I think that's just because they didn't get caught up and slow down, listen. But since we want to add something new, I'm going to follow up on what Tim said. And we talked about technology and sort of automated negotiation process. Humor, and also just generally keeping it human.
Taking a break is not a sign of weakness. Taking a break is a sign of being professional. I think emotion has an important role in negotiations, but that's not to say that you should be guided by your emotions, because you have to try to understand the other person. You have to try to get outside of your own mindset and being threatened by their threats and being defensive, and say, what do you need? And how can I think about working from what I need to come up with a creative solution?